I am Bloody Drapes, and this is another NGS week matchup. We have Macro Machines versus Frostbite and a Div E East showdown. Should be a good set of games, both teams towards the top of their division. So we should have a good set going. And we are about to get into draft. First map picked is Alteric Pass by Macro Machines. And away we go. We got a Junkrat band. Stitch is banned. Stukov.
I make handmade goods and sell them to my community on Instagram. But
Alright. So we get the Falstead band, and our first pick is Joe, then a Blaze and a Chromie. Right wing picked up right away. That's a good shot here on the Alter Pass. Helps Alter offlaner quite a bit. Ooh, we got a Hogger coming in by Last Milk here over for Frostbite. Jane and Ban. And a Balaban. So we got a Taronde and a Varian. We got to round it out with a KT and a Lunara for the side of Frostbite. To finish out Macro Machines, we get Rainer. And it looks like we are ready to enter. Coming up in just a minute. For Macro Machines, we have Morven on Blaze, Just Poet on Chromie, Arcane 13 on Tyrande, Ratson on Varian, and Frizzink and Rainer. We'll get to Frostbite when we get into the game. And here we go.
Leonidas drops the stun and drops the full ult. Oh my goodness, look at the health bars. It's a quad kill.
Should find the kill. Lunara will clean up that fight. Oh my god, I can't believe it. It is going to be Soul Shield. You gotta be kidding me.
Raw to take the 3v1, gets one, looking for the second. Crispy is popping off.
Looks like that Blizzard may connect with 4 people.
Ball, Lady Ronin! Oh my goodness, what a chat!
That was real.
Someone's got a really slow load screen, so we'll be in it in just a second. Just waiting for it to load up, and we will get in there. And here we go. So for over on Frostbite, we have Magus on Johanna, Apollo on Lunara, Miss Nugget on Brightwing, Darkster on KT, and last Melchior on the Hogger. And here we go. Just showing first picks on what everybody's going here. Nothing on the Chromie yet. Double tank over on the side of Macro Machine should make the objective fights pretty hardcore. We have Frostbite choosing to go and hit lanes right away. Just kind of getting their middle lanes. They're gonna start grabbing their camp quick. There's only one camp on this map. Let's see what happens here. Let's check this bottom lane here. This should be interesting. Frizzank versus Apollo in the bottom lane, both ranged. Versus KT and Morven on Blaze in the top lane. Ratson by himself, half health. And Melchior in the middle. Very interesting setup. Frizzank, I don't think, can win this matchup against Lunara. Nor do I think that Morven can win the matchup, but it should make the matchup pretty good in the middle. Big taunt, big stun, and Melchior goes down. Looks like they're coming up for a gank on the KT. KT staying close. They're not showing on the side of Macro Machines. Ratson comes out. Big taunt. Big stun coming out. And Darkster's going to go down. Thank you very much, Soup, for the follow. I appreciate it. We have our first objective coming up. 2 kills to nothing over for the side of Macro Machines. Frizzank holding his own in the bottom lane against the Lunara. Let's check our talents so far. So we do have Exterminator for that Rainer. Interesting choice. will help clear easily. Let the minions push a little bit. Ratson sitting mid by himself. Attempted gank on the Morven. Morven's able to get out. Both teams grabbing their camps. Ratson with a big taunt. May just able to get out by using the their trait. Do we have a team coming in for the first shot on this? Melchior trying to block. Apollo waiting for their team to come in. Frizzig is gonna get a cast on. Big taunt comes out, Polymorph comes out to stop that taunt, and Hogger goes down. Second time for last Melchior to go down. It looks like this objective will go over to the side of Macro Machines. And it does. Both teams pretty even in levels. About a half a level advantage over for the sides of Macro Machines. Just Poe and Ratson going mid. Gonna leave the Blaze up top by himself to be able to push. Not sure why they want to defend mid when top and bottom are the boss lanes, but that's their choice. Let's check this out. He's already through the first wall. Bottom's looking decent. Apollo able to kill that pretty easily. Ooh, they may get themselves an early start on a win condition. Oh, but here comes Frostbite coming in from behind. Morven able to get out, and they're going to be able to stop this attack. Frizzig looking to get that bottom tower to give himself an advantage. He's low. He's real low, down to less than a quarter health. Not good against the Lunara. And first objective comes off. Pretty good shot on the objective. Oh, Morven against last Melchior. And Morven putting it to him. Gets him down just about a quarter health real quick. Both teams going for their camps again. Let's check out this bottom lane. It's been a good fight so far for Frizzig and Apollo. Unfortunately, I just don't see it as a fight that Frizzig can win. He's pulling it off. Good. Morven's dangerously close to getting that top fort down. Big push coming in on the side of Macro Machines. Are they going to be able to get anything? Phoenix comes out, not able to really catch anybody. Will stall them from being able to push. And it looks like Macro Machines is choosing to come south onto Frizzig. Frizzig low. Frizzig staying in the lane. And they are coming to push this. Top goes down to the mighty Morven. And Macro Machines is heading mid to control the camp that is there. Let's look at talents real quick for Macro Machines. We have Warbringer, Shadowstalk, Rainer's Raider, Temporal Loop, and Combustion. Over for Frostbite, we have Blessed Shield, Thornwood Vine, Blink Heal, Phoenix, and Shockwave.
Free our soldiers and show the horde what the Stormpike Guard can do.
Alright, who's going to be the first to go after their objective? We have 11 seconds on that camp till it's ready. And this camp is up now. Both teams are going to opt to get their camps and get us started. As I was told by a high-level player, Camps, controlling your camps can make all the difference in the world in this game. Both teams putting up a defensive posture. Rainer staying bottom and pushing. Frizzank looking for the smart play here. If he can get any damage on that fort or take that fort down, gives this team a good advantage for boss play. Ooh, Ratson getting low. Ratson down to just about a third. Gets polymorph, gets low, and goes down. Frizzank staying bottom. We got another kill onto Tyrande. And here comes Frostbite looking for the kill onto Frizzank. Frizzank is not going to have a way out. I don't think he's going to make it this one. Nope, he is too low. He will go down as well. That's a 3-man kill and objective start. Do get a fort. Now the question is, do they stay bottom and push to try to even that out, or are they just going to go right back for holding this? Are they going to get a defense? 15 seconds left. Here comes Macro Machines looking for the defense. They are going to push them out. Can they get a defense off? I don't think they will. Ratson the half health. Ratson getting low. Ratson's gonna go down. I almost wonder if Morven should be taking the shot first and letting Ratson try to take something on the back line. Morven's in trouble. Getting low. Temporal Loop going out on the last Melchior. Last Melchior will go down. Objective goes over to Frostbite. And let's see what Frostbite can do. Two people coming down to stop this in the bottom. One on top. Brightwing is having to go back to try to control the push that was up top. Middle camp not going to be able to do much. Top one may get the wall. Oh, they're going after Apollo. Big taunt. Apollo goes down. They're going after Johanna now. And only able to get to the wall. And we got a boss play coming over on the side of Macro Machines. And here comes Frostbite looking to defend. Macro Machines abandoning it. Seeing that they were coming up. Macro Machines just pushing them out of the way. Oh, good play. Mormon's going to come mid. Take that middle fort. Are they going to make a play on the top boss? Two in position. Mormon coming up top by himself. Variant clear in mid. I think Mormon's just trying to make sure that they don't decide to go after that camp. And Joe's going to push with the camp, coming up the mid, trying to take out this mid fort. Ratson taunts out, but all by himself onto the Apollo. Ratson may be in trouble. Phoenix blown early. And we will have a 5v5 here looking at this objective. Are they going to decide to push?
Eyes on our forces. Move in. Get them out of here.
Oh, Temporal Loop comes out onto the Brightwing. Brightwing's in trouble. Taunted. Brightwing will go down. No, Brightwing stays up. Backline for Macro Machines in trouble. Chromie takes out the Johanna, but they're both low. Apollo coming around to try to finish them. Here comes Morbin and Ratson coming after Lunara. Frizzling coming after Lunara. If they get a taunt, she is dead. Big stun comes out. Big taunt. There goes the Lunara, and they will be able to start this objective. They are 2 down, so they will not be able to stop this objective in time. And they're going for the big play on the bottom boss. Macro Machines controlling the macro on this map. Eight seconds till Lunara is up. I don't know if Morbin even cares. He's just going to finish this as much as he can and walk away. And then they're able to stop it, but they're going to go top for the boss. Bottom boss moving up on the wall. Top boss play coming at it as well. I'm not sure there's any way that Frostbite's going to be able to hold that camp objective from starting with 2 bosses on the play. Morbin coming back. Oh, here comes Frostbite looking for the fight. They're going to try to defend, but the longer they defend, the longer that boss will have a push. They have a choice to make here. Boss is about to hit wall. Gets wall. And we have objective being taken once again. Wall down. Boss is at half health. Now can Frostbite keep these keeps up? Macro Machines has the 2019 advantage. Here we go. They're going to try to defend bottom first. Wall will go down. Big taunt comes out. Huge kill onto the Brightwing. Let's see how this... Wow. So objectives on both keeps. This top keep will go down. Melchior may be able to save this bottom keep with Magus. They're going to go back to mid and try to take that mid full keep. Big taunt goes out onto Melchior. Melchior gets stunned and Melchior goes down. Oh no, Apollo low. They let Apollo go. Oh, they're looking to finish this game off. Ratson just under, or just above half health, 3/4. Morbin blows a combustion off. Magus getting down to about half. Oh, Ratson gets stunned, lifted into the air. Ratson's gonna survive. No, Ratson goes down, and Macro Machines is gonna have to abandon. They only have one keep left, and it doesn't have much left there. Show the 20 talents. Glory of the Alliance, Ice Blade Arrows, Raiders Roll, Piercing Sands, and Burn Notice. Oh, we have a pause in the game. So I will put you at the intermission screen and throw some music on while we're waiting. Should be just a minute. All right, it looks like we will get back into the match in just a second here.
I make handmade goods and sell them to my community on Instagram.
All right, we are getting back into the game. And game has started. We are back in. Kills are 10-5 in the way of macro machines.
Looks like we're going to have another prison camp to knock down.
And let's see if Frostbite can bring this back. Next objective up in 15 seconds.
Time for some action.
And camps are up. Well, objectives are up. Let's see how this goes. Macro machines getting in position. Frostbite looking for the defense. And bottom keep goes down. Frostbite has no structures left on the board. If this keeps going, Frostbite may get into trouble where their boss starts taking damage from Katas. Well, not Katas on this map. It's the big trolls or whatever. Let's see what we get going here. Both teams just kind of relaxing. Again, Macro Machines doesn't have to do anything. They can just stay back. And Ratchet goes in. Big taunt. Big stun from Arcane. Magus getting low. Oh no, now Ratson's in trouble. Ratson's gonna be able to get out. Johanna does go down. Macro Machine's getting really low. That KT's doing some work. Ratson gets a taunt off on the Brightwing. Morven coming for the backline. Big damage on the McNugget. Last Melchior is in trouble. McNugget coming in to save him. Gets the save. And Boss goes, or Core goes down simply off of Siege. And a good game coming out for both teams. Macro Machines kind of controlled that map and kept it going. Big heals coming out for Tyrande over the Brightwing, which is surprising because usually Tyrande does not hold up to that kind of healing. Lunara top damage right behind it, just pulling on Chromie. And underneath that, KT on Darkster with Tyrande coming in with 40,000 damage. So I have to give my first MVP over to Arcane because getting 4th place in damage and putting up the top healing numbers, huge over for their team. Blaze out soaking the Hogger in that game. Very good set, and we will be right back for game number 2.
music compilation.
This offseason, get football on your terms with
We are back. Looks like we are going to Towers of Doom, picked by Macro Machines. Game number 1 was Alteric Pass, picked by Macro Machines, won by Macro Machines. Very dominant win on the side for Macro Machines. We shall see if Frostbite can come back in game 2 in just a moment. Thank you very much for for the follow. I appreciate it. And we are heading into game number 2, Towers of Doom. If you have never seen or played this map, how this map goes, there are 3 lanes. There will be objectives that spawn. If you can capture the objective, it will send hits over onto the other team's core. Once the other team's core runs out of hits, you win. You can also take down forts. By taking down the forts and capping all of them over to your side until the other team can capture a fort back, you will receive 1 missile going against the other team every, I think it's 4 seconds, until they capture a tower back. There are also camps on this map. The camps will run at the core if there are no structures in the way. If they are able to get through, they count as a hit on the enemy core as well. You cannot physically touch your enemy's core, but you do kill it by getting the objectives and getting the camps. We have a Chromie ban, a Li Ming ban, the Haka ban.
After saving with customized car insurance from Liberty Mutual.
Apparently my system likes to do ads right now.
There is so much Christ.
Sorry about that. You pay for an ad-free system and some reason you still get ads. We got a Volstead bad. First pick Johanna over by Last Melchior. That may be an off-lane Johanna. Vala first pick, and a Rhaegar. I'll be shocked if he doesn't put up huge numbers over on the Rhaegar, considering that he put up huge numbers over on the Tyrande last game. Arcane did 80,000 healing, out-healing the other team, and did 40,000 damage, taking 4th place in damage overall. We have a Junkrat and a Brightwing once again for Apollo. I'm wondering if you see an auto attacker over on the side of Macro Machines as the offlaner to counter the Joe when she runs out of mana. Or could it be a Melfiel? Or it could be a whole host of things. Johanna on the offlane is hard to deal with. We got a Varian ban and a Jaina ban. Murden, and here comes the Melfiel. I want to say I don't think Melfiel can hold up to Joe in the off lane, but I may be wrong. Tassadar and Sonya picked up. Oh, so it will be a Sonya off lane, I do believe. I have a feeling they're going to swap. Melfiel's good on this map regardless. Dahaka being the fastest clearer. And what is Just Poet gonna bring out? Just Poet brings out the Mephisto. Let's see if we get a swap. I'm thinking we're gonna get a swap from Magus to Last Melchior, but I could be wrong. And we will not get a swap, so we will go into this game. And this game will start in just a moment.
Leonidas drops the stun and drops the full ult. Oh my goodness, look at the health bars. It's a quad kill.
Should find the kill. Lunara will clean up that fight. Oh my god, I can't believe it. It is going to be Soul Shield. You gotta be kidding me.
Trying to take the 3v1, gets one, looking for the second. Crispy is popping off.
Looks like that Blizzard may connect with 4 people.
Oh, Lady Ronin! Oh my goodness, what a chat!
That was really good.
And we are in game number 2. Macro Machines versus Frostbite. For Macro Machines, we have Ratson on Murden, Mormon on Melfiel, Frizzank on Vala, Arcane on Rhaegar, and Just Poet on Mephisto. For Frostbite, we have Magus on Sonya, Last Melchior on Johanna, Apollo on Brightwing, Mist Nugget on Junkrat, and Darkster on Tassadar. Show those beginning talents. And now that we see them pulled off the screen, let's get into game 2. If you were not here for game number 1, in game number 1 we had Alteric Pass and Macro Machines just showing dominance in that first game. Let's see if Frostbite can come back in game number 2. Frizzank gets in trouble, pulls out. Rat's in a little bit of trouble, gets down to about a half health, able to get out. And let's get ready for some double soaking action. Joe versus Murden. That's an interesting fight. Up here, set up and looking. Oh, it will not be a double soak. Mist Nugget's going to stay mid. That's going to hurt Mormon and make it tough. Junkrat coming bottom. I have to watch this off-lane matchup. I love off-laners. I used to be one. I may be one this season. Who knows? Been tanking. Melchior going from the off-lane position. Oh, he gets into trouble. Able to get out. Miss Nugget dropping her bomb so she can get people out of the way. Ratson in trouble. And here we go. Two coming in up at Morven. Morven gonna have to make a run for it. Don't know if he can stay in there. Able to get out. The problem with bringing two up when there's only one soak and double is you do lose out on a bit of a fight. Let's check experience. So right now, Frizzing highest, or I'm sorry, Morven higher on experience by double. Yet they're losing. And wait, that can't be right. Oh, Sonya close. And let's see who's gonna get this bottom one. Morven still mid. Going up for their respective ones. So this bottom one is the one that'll be in play. Ratson gets thrown, gets pulled in by the last Melchior. The last Melchior takes some big damage. D goes out. Just Poet doing some work trying to keep them off of getting the cap. Arcane getting low. Ratson low. Ratson in trouble. Ratson getting real low. Goes down. First kill. Oh, Apollo's in there a little too deep. Apollo will go down to the Melchior. Oh, and so will Miss Nugget. And they will get ahead by 4 shots on the core. Check. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Checking talents. And we do have a Slam Sonya. So Melchior will have the advantage in damage and soak. Usually when you go up against a yeah. Usually when you go up against a Malthael, you want to spin to win, but everybody has their own ways of doing it. Apollo getting low, able to get out. The invade not successful. Oh, looks like Miss Nugget's coming back. Oh, they did get the invade. Wow, I did not see that. I thought... see, even us casters screw up. Alright, 2 objectives up. 25 seconds, which is going to give them time to clear. It may not. Yep, that's right there. Polymorph comes out. Last Melchior playing really aggressive on tank, but it's working for them. Ratson way out there by himself. Ratson down to half health. Ratson may be in trouble. Jumps over the first thing. Oh, and they have to give up that top camp. Last Melchior in trouble and goes down. Morven almost out of mana. Gonna have to run. Both teams each get a objective.
I am lord of this realm, and it will not be stolen from
Both teams looking for 10 now. Malthael and Sonya racing up to their objective spots. Malthael doesn't have a whole lot of mana left. Ratson gets thrown back. Let's check out these 10s. We have Avatar, Last Rites, Reign of Vengeance, Ancestral Healing, and Consume Souls. Tassadar blows his ultimate, and so does Mephisto. When Mephisto goes down, Tassadar in trouble, getting low. Will they get Darkster? Darkster will go down. Oh, they're going to get Apollo too. Over for the side of Frostbite, we have Leap, Falling Sword, Blink Heal, Rocket Ride, and Archon.
Prepare yourselves, heroes. The altars rise.
This should be a good objective fight, considering there's only one objective. Nobody's really made any way onto the bottom fort.
The time is now, heroes.
Last Malkier making his way in. Grizzank trying to get the cast off, not able to get it. Huge rocket ride comes out onto Arcane. Arcane getting low, gets a heal off. Primary target, oh, and there goes the Rhaegar. Melthiel gets taken out by Tassadar. Apollo in trouble, but able to blink away. Down goes Vala. Big three-man wipe for the side of Frostbite on to 4-man. Sending Macro Machines reeling. And we are tied up in core shots. Morven choosing to fight. Big hit over and kills the Sonya. That'll be a big help to them if he can get going and get some lanes soaked. Johanna gonna have to come up and push. And Melthiel coming to the bottom there. Gonna go for a 5-man push here. Big stun coming over on the side of Ratson. Ratson gets thrown. And Junkrat goes down. But Ratson takes a lot of damage. Ancestral comes out, saves him. Rat's still in trouble, able to jump out. Morven goes back to laning. Not sure if Murden was the right pick into this combo, because Frostbite can put down some huge damage. So as we can see, siege damage. Top over here is for Sonya at 55, 76,000 in the way for Melthiel. Damage coming down 32 for very close in damage.
The altars have risen. Activate them now.
All right, 2 up. Frostbite looking to take down this bottom fort on the side.
Fire the towers! Destroy the Raven Lord!
Miss Nugget has to throw off Rocket Ride to escape. Our team's able to get around it. But they are able to take down that front wall, so they are ahead in structure just a little bit. Brizank looking to do damage, but takes damage himself. Ratson set up. We will have a camp in 5 seconds. Will this camp get contested? Ratson gets the big jump. Gets polymorphed right away. Here comes the Archon. Big damage coming out. Falling Sword coming down. Arcane's. He has to Ancestral himself. Ratson way out in front. Oh, and Morven was taking this top camp. Was found out by Magus, and Magus came over and made him pay for it. Took the camp. And Morven pays for it and goes down. Frostbite looks to be putting it on now. And they will be able to contest on these camps. Just Poet trying to get this off. Oh, wow. Magus just lets him have it.
Your powers will be more like all the others.
One camp, one objective left. Ratson in deep by himself, gets down to half health, pops Avatar, still low. Ooh, Rocket Ride gets thrown. Looks like Apollo's gonna get this. Leap goes out in order for the Magus to get away. Brizank takes some big damage. Sonya and Melfield just trading it off quite a bit. And here comes the invade again. Melchior gets into trouble, able to come down onto Ratson. Ratson in trouble. They have to give it up. Johanna does pay for it. And they still get to keep, or they still get to camp. Here comes Melfield. Melfield looking for a fight. Big damage going out. Last rights onto Apollo. Apollo goes down. Ratson trying to catch, and does catch the Junkrat. Leap coming out for Magus to get away. And just like that, we have a turnaround, but we do have a break in the action. So I will take you to the intermission screen while we wait to see what is going on. Actually, I'll take you to map and throw on some music.
Down to this, the final episode. I can make good.
And I don't know why it's doing that again. So we are just waiting on this game to get started back up. Both teams close in level, 18-17. Macro Machines ahead, 12-6 in kills, but this game feels a lot closer than it's showing on the kill screen. We will be right back. Just waiting on teams to say they are ready to go again, and we will start this back up. And we are back in the game, ready to go. Again, I am Bloody Drapes, and this is NGS matchup between Macro Machines and Frostbite. Macro Machines is looking to take a play on the boss. It looks like they will have this uncontested. And they are heading down for objective after capturing boss. Just like that, we have a tie game on core. Oh, we're getting an invade.
Swift heroes. Do not let the Gravekeeper's cronies reach the altars before you.
So they're able to invade and take the objective.
Heroes, let the Gravekeeper know my power.
Frizzing taking a lot of damage. Here comes Joe looking for the kill. Frizzing gets low, gets a vengeance off, able to survive. And it looks like we're going to have Miss Nugget versus Morven for the double soak now. And Macro Machines is looking for a play onto the fort. Tassadar throwing Archon. Morven's in trouble up top. We gotta take a look at this. Is Morven gonna get out? It's close. Being chased by Sonya and Brightwing and Joe. Able to survive. So their attempt at a gank is gonna cost them their fort. Looks like they're going top for the camp. This top camp will help take down the tower. Morven trying to fight them both. Able to stop him. And it looks like it will be a free objective over to Frizzank. And people who are watching, it does look bleak, but it's not even close because this game can turn around at any time. And as I say that, Tassadar goes down, Brightwing goes down. And so does Junkrat. Our level 20 talents are Unstoppable Force, No One Can Stop Death, Acrobat, Farseer's Blessing, and Consumed by Hatred. Over for Frostbite, we have Ignore Pain, Indestructible, Invisible Friends, Cannonball, and Force Barrier. Oh, big damage coming out. Joe's able to survive. But they do walk those, the camp in.
Prepare yourselves, heroes. The altars rise.
And it does look like Melchior's double soaking. Sonya drops down to help their team.
Be swift, heroes.
We got an invade coming for the side of Frost. Oh, Miss Nugget goes down. And that is game. Game 2 and match total goes to Macro Machines. What a good set of games. Let's check this out. Siege damage goes over to Melthia 157 to 120. Damage goes over to Tassar 72 over 65. Healing 97 over 73 for the Rhaegar. A good set of games altogether. Second game a lot closer than it appeared, and then Macro Machines walked away with it. Just waiting for somebody to come in for a interview. And if you don't know me, I am Bloody Drapes. I am waiting on an interview from someone from Macro Machines, hopefully. Just waiting on that interview real quick, see if we're gonna get one.
How you doing, buddy?
Hey guys, how you doing?
Not too bad, not too bad.
Man, we have Macro Machines with us and ready to go over what those two games were, because they were fantastic games. With us right now, we have Just Poet.
Howdy.
And their captain, Ratson.
How are we doing tonight?
Doing just great.
Excellent.
So, that first game felt like a total domination on your part. How were you guys feeling going into that one?
Pretty good. We scouted them pretty good, so we kind of had an idea what they wanted. And honestly, like the draft played out pretty much the way we wanted it to. So I thought from the beginning that we had a really good shot at that.
Yeah, and it showed. I mean, it was pretty big domination right from the get-go. And you have to tell Morven, great Blaze play on that first game. And
we will let him know.
So that first game, I had to give, I don't know if you saw the stats, if you're looking, I had to give Arcane MVP for sure. 4th in damage and out-healed a Brightwind on Tyrande.
We definitely had him working hard there for a couple times. He's like, I can't heal anymore.
Yeah. Like, I think those numbers go up going against that Lenara, because, like, just that constant pressure. Like, there was never a time where he wasn't just hitting his heal button.
Right. And honestly, in draft, I thought you guys might have been in trouble because of the Lunara, but Poet put out some nasty damage in that first game, and it just kept them on the run.
Yeah, they didn't quite have the same poke potential that we did, so it worked out well.
Yeah, it kind of showed, because it looked like you guys were getting to objectives and just poking them down till you got one guy just right, and then Ratson was in for the kill. Is that kind of what your strategy was?
For the most part, their Joe actually played really well that game. Like, it was hard to get to get past her to get into them. I had a couple of really bad charges that got me killed. But
yeah,
she was kind of forcing me into targets that I didn't want to go after.
But I mean, it worked out because it did really feel like a one-sided game. You were moving, and it was like they were trying to react, and it just wasn't fast enough. That boss setup, I thought you were going in on that first boss. You let it go, let it get back, and then went directly down to the bottom boss, took that, and after that, it just felt like they were on their heels the rest of the game. Is that how you guys were feeling at that point, or?
It was. It snowballed really well for us at that point. But yeah, once they came to the top boss and we realized they were staying there, and it looked like they were trying to bush us.
Yeah.
Because Morven was checking every once in a while. It's like, they're still up here. And we're like, all right, well, if there's 4 of them there, like, we can definitely, with the Vala, burn this, or not the Vala, the Rainer rather, burn this before they get here.
Right. And so how are you feeling in that matchup that you had against Lunara, because I didn't think it was going to be a favorable matchup, Lunara versus Rainer, but it worked out.
You know what? Frank did a really good job staying in that lane and kind of just hugging the wall and picking his spots.
Yeah, I mean, were you guys worried at all when Hogger stayed with the main group and it put Blaze up against the KT, or were you guys just keep up with your strategy?
We're curious about that, really.
Yeah, it felt like it gave you room to move up the middle.
It really did, because they didn't have the damage right at that point. Like Lenar's dot rot, right? There's no actual blow up, so it's not like Lenara can get us low and there's someone there to just jump on us and finish us.
Right.
Whereas if the KT stayed, it would be Lenara pecks away, and then KT bombs somebody.
Right. So I mean, it ended up working out, but at the beginning watching that, I'm like, oh, they're in trouble. But again, you guys just do so much damage. I mean, it didn't matter, and the blow up in the range was just too much for them to overcome. So going into that second game, what was your strategy? What were you looking to do, and were you able to achieve that going into it?
Well, let Poet take this one.
Oh, basically, we were just looking for the usual on towers, which is, go have fun, take some stuff, make it push, and either poke out or take your objectives. And we did that pretty well. We kind of expected that we would see a Junkrat without a ban coming, and but it didn't come exactly the way that we expected. So it was good. They managed to surprise us a little bit with the draft, but I think we also managed to do the same.
Yeah, and I was thinking last Melchior was going to be in the off lane with Joe, and I was just thinking, man, she can double soak well. What are you going to do counter it? I saw the Melchior come out. I thought, well, that might be able to counter it a little bit, but I know Joe can hold the Melchior off pretty well. And then
once they picked the Joe, we were convinced that it was going to be a solo lane Joe. Like there was no doubt in my mind,
right,
that it was solo lane Joe. And they all went off pick. Like none of them were playing their normal roles. So I mean, Arcane even told him in the draft that great, like all of our research and our scouting is out the window. Like nothing we did had any basis on that. Like at that point, it was going to be a brawl, and they brawled really well. Like we actually thought in the draft originally that we're like, all right, we feel pretty good about this. We can team fight them. And in the team fights, like they put out some really good pressure.
Melchior played a great Joe. But like you said, you just expected an off lane, and I thought that off lane might have been really a good pick because she does double soak fast, and she is hard to kill. But I mean, just the swap, and then seeing the Sonya against the Melchior, I knew the Melchior had the upper hand there.
Yeah.
Early game, you guys had it rough. They invaded camps well, and Melchior was on top of coming at you guys.
Oh, no, they were super aggressive, and I think we just weren't ready for it. Like that first camp invade, like I was bottom and Arcane was mid, and all of a sudden we hear him call out they're invading, and just there was no way we got there fast enough.
Yeah, I mean, I couldn't believe how fast they went after it. And did it seem all game that, I mean, last Melchior was not afraid. He was coming right for you.
No, like they were hyper aggro. Like there was, like they wanted to brawl, and they did it well.
Yeah.
And kudos to them. Like the team fights, it wasn't like we were just winning team fights.
Yeah, it was kind of like someone told them that your scouting report is just take it to macro machines because they don't brawl. Surprise.
Well, not only do you brawl, but a Sonya versus a Melchior matchup, you guys knew you had that fight won. So, that's half the game taken care of for you. And then, it just looked dominating by you guys. Did you feel pretty comfortable in it really early on that you had it? Or, I mean, I know Toon could go either way.
I felt that early on we felt comfortable. And then when they caught us, getting the two objectives, I was a little bit worried. Yeah. And then we had that team fight where we wiped them except for Sonya, and it's like, all right, we're going boss. Their camp is up in 20 seconds. We're going to their camp. We're going to the objective. Like, we're just going to, paint the map blue at this point.
Yeah, I felt like they did get back into that game, but then when they went for the gank on the Morven up top, and they took 3 guys up there and missed it, you were able to take the 4th bottom.
No, they overcommitted on that. I mean, I think that was just a mistake. Like, and even if they had gotten him, I don't think it would have been worth it.
Right, because at that point it would have been like a 37 to 40 second respawn, but you could just send somebody else up. You had enough damage to be able to soak it.
Yeah.
And, I mean, just great set of games, guys. Always fun watching you guys. I know you guys are both close in standings right now, so it should be cool watching both of you teams going into the playoffs as well.
Yeah, no, I mean, I'm looking forward to it. Playoffs start in, what, 3 weeks? We have one more week of season, then an off week, and then playoffs.
Yeah. All right,
I
well,
think right now it's just jockeying for position.
yeah, getting into those top 8 spots. So, I mean, just great games all together, guys. I want to give you time to get shout-outs.
Yeah, I mean, thank you. You always pick us up last minute, and it's appreciated, and you do a great job. It's fun watching your cast the next day.
Thanks.
So
I appreciate it.
Thank you much for that.
Absolutely.
Shout out to our captain, our coach, Random. He was playing tonight, so he actually didn't watch us on your stream, but he'll watch it later.
Yeah.
Shout out to Juke. He couldn't make it tonight. He had some work stuff come up, but he was with us in spirit. And yeah, a shout out to the Frostbite, man. They played a hell of a game.
Yeah, Poet, you got any words or anything you want to say?
Yeah, I mean, it was a lot of fun, and I feel it's kind of necessary now to say thank you to any team that allows me to play Chromie for a game. So, so thank you. That was fun to get to do. Yeah, we're just looking forward to it all. Thank you for everybody watching, and especially all the casters that are involved in this. That's what keeps everything going.
Hey, and it's you guys never fail to give good games. I like what casting you. Plus, you guys are a good group of guys. I mean, you guys kind of epitomize what Divi is. It seems like it's a pretty good community, and everybody gets along for the most part. So it's always fun casting Divi. It's my favorite division to cast. Plus, it's where I belong. So I like to get homework done on watching all y'all.
That's
yeah,
fair.
It's a lot of fun. We'll see what happens. We've been told in no uncertain terms that several of the other teams are deciding to go up in division for next season. I don't know what'll happen, but it'll be interesting no matter what happens. The shakeups are always fun.
Yeah. Well, thank you very much. I'll let you guys get back with your team. Thanks for letting me cast. It was fun to watch and fun to cast. So thanks again, guys.
Oh, thank you, man. You have a great night.
You too. And that'll be it for me. Thank you for the follow, Bunker Fun Time. I appreciate everybody watching. I hope everybody had a great time watching those games, and have a good night.